Applying primary key and foreign key. Alright student, in order for you to set the primary key or foreign key for a table, you need to understand what is the primary key and foreign key is. The primary key is the key uniquely identify each of the record. The use of the primary key is to avoid duplication of a record and also to differentiate between one record to another record. Foreign key is a key which not belong to the table and is referring to the primary key in other table which relate to the existing table. The use of foreign key is to get the list of record from related table. Now I'm going to show you on how to set the primary key and also the foreign key for the tables. Referring back to your ERD, we use IC number as the primary key for the customer table and we use the order number as the primary key for the order table. In order table, there is also one key called foreign key, which is the IC number. In order for you to set the primary key or the foreign key, you have to open the table in design view. Alright, to set the primary key for the customer table, what you have to do is double click the customer table and then go to design view. As you can see here, there is one key beside the IC number. This is what we call the primary key. To set other field as a primary key, what you have to do is select the fields and click the primary key. Now the primary key already changed to another fields. But you have to know that if you want to set a primary key, the field should be uniquely can identify a record. In this example, IC number can be used to identify a record or to differentiate between one record to another record. So you have to set back the IC number as the primary key. Now we can close this table and open order table in design view to set up the primary key and also the foreign key for this table. If you refer back to your ERD, there is one foreign key in this table called IC number. This key actually is referring to the primary key from the customer table. So to insert the foreign key, what you have to do, you have to type the field name. Give the field name, for example, like IC number, and then to link this field to another field in the another table, what you have to do, you have to use the lookup wizard. This wizard creates a lookup field which displays a list of values you can choose from. How do you want your lookup fields to get its value? In this case, you have to select the first option, which is I want the lookup fields to get the value from another table or query. Next, which table or query should provide the value from your lookup field? You have to select from the listed table. In this case, you have to select from customer table, since the data for IC number is from the table of customer. Click next button. Which field of customer contain the value you want include in your fields? The field you select become columns in your lookup fields. So don't put too much fields in the selected fields because it will mess up your listed fields. In this case, I only select two available fields from the right screen. In this case, I select IC number and also the customer name. Click next button. What sort order do you want for the items in your list box? You can sort record by up to 4 fields in either ascending or descending order. This is the option where you can sorting your data in a fields. For example, let's say you select the customer name and then you put the ascending, meaning that access will sorting the data based on the customer name in ascending order. If you select descending, meaning that the customer name record will be sorting by descending. If you don't want to have this option, just select none. Click next button. How wide would you like the columns in your lookup fields? So what you have to do, you can adjust the width of the column by dragging it right edge to the width you want, or what you can do is just double click the right edge of the column heading to get the best fits. If you want to display both of the selected field, What you have to do is just untick the high key columns so that I can view the two of the fields that I already selected before. Click next button. When you select a row in the lookup field, you can store a value from that row in your database, or you can use the value letter to perform an action. Choose a field that uniquely identifies the row. Which column in your lookup field contains the value you want to store or use in your database. In this case, our uniquely field is the IC number, since this IC number is the primary key from the table customer. So click next. What label would you like for your column field? So for your lookup field, in this case we select the IC number as a default name and then click next or finish. The table must be saved before relationship can be created. Save now. You have to click yes button. Close the table to get back to the main page.